the Staples Center is getting a new name. Starting Christmas Day, the Staples Center will now be known as the Crypto.com Arena. Yes, Crypto.com has bought the naming rights of the stadium, of the arena rather, that still houses the Los Angeles Lakers, the Clippers, the Kings in the NHL, and the WNBA Sparks, in a deal, Andrew, valued at over $700 million over 20 years. It is, I think, the biggest deal, the biggest naming rights deal in the history right now of sports. What do you got to say to this? What do you got to say about this, man? What are your thoughts on the Staples Center no longer being called the Staples Center?
Honestly, I don't know how I feel about that, dude. I don't like it. I really don't
weird.
like it. I grew up with it being called the Staples Center. Mid-season too? Like, you're not even going to wait till the season to play? You're just going to, mid-season, just going to change it? Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's like, it's almost as if like basketball as I knew it, like, especially in LA, dude, just like too many changes. Like, there's too many big time changes like that. Like the Staples Center too, of all, like that, dude, that's like a big market. Like if they changed like the Milwaukee, like the Pfizer V Forum or something like that, like we wouldn't care. But this is the Staples Center. Like, this is a big deal, and I don't like it. I don't.
It's the weirdest thing ever because I'm not someone who gets like too what's up?
Mid-season too? Like, at least wait for the season to end or something like that.
They didn't want to. They want that money, bro. It's all about that money. $700 million. I get why they did it. I mean, look, it's money makes the world go round, man. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. So I get that part. But, man, going from the Staples Center, which is an iconic brand, an iconic name, and like the Staples Center, like, there's no other name for that arena. It's the Staples Center. Like when you think LA, you think, the Griffith Observatory, you think Hollywood, you think, the fucking, what's it called? The names and a Walk of Fame. And you think the Staples Center. It's an iconic part of LA and has been for almost, what has it been, like 22 years? It's been called the Staples Center. Like, it has been an icon in LA, not even sports, but LA, just the culture. And now it's changing like that. And it was such a good name. It was so iconic. It was like you went to LA to go see a game at the Staples Center. You didn't go to LA to go see a game at the Crypto.com Arena. Like, what? I mean, look, again, I get why you did it, but it's also like, man, Crypto.com?
Yeah, business is business. And it's like, I can understand like the crypto arena, crypto.com center though. Like that, I don't like that. Like the way
they want you to go to that website. They want you to go to that website.
Yeah, I won't.
You won't?
Yeah, I won't.
How do you think this is going to affect the Lakers? if any way at all?
I don't know. Like I guess the Lakers needed something like to be in the news with all the losing they've been doing. There's got to be, something. Maybe this takes the heat off of Westbrook. I don't know.
That's a good question. Is Russell Westbrook the problem in LA?
He's one of them. He's not the problem, dude. I think the problem with the Lakers, TBH, is the league. With the way the league is, like, a lot of people have said it's a cardio league. Like, pundits have said it's a cardio league. Like, radio, all these people have said it's a cardio league. I would agree. It is more of a cardio league because they're trying to take the physicality out. Although with some of the rule changes, they're kind of bringing some of the physicality back in. I just think the way the roster is constructed, dude, the roster is not constructed for long-term success. Like, the roster is a good roster with the stars when you get to the playoffs. The problem is you got to get there. This is not a roster that's built to sustain the marathon of the regular season to get to the playoffs. And then once you get to the playoffs, then it's like, it's still kind of a marathon, but it's more like you kind of speed up a little bit, So the roster is not constructed for long-term, like throughout the season success, dude. Like, a lot of people blame Westbrook and everything. Well, yeah, Westbrook plays the same game as LeBron. He just plays at a faster pace. And he's really not as good of a shooter. So when you're bringing in a player that plays, has LeBron ever had to play with a player exactly like himself? The answer is no. There's a reason for that. That's why he picks his teammates. He's always had, sharpshooters, veterans, everything like that. Now, the problem is some of these veterans that he's bringing in, they're a lot like they're his age. When you see them losing games to like the Oklahoma City Thunder, when you see them losing to like the Kings, dude, those are younger teams. Those are just, younger teams that can run up and down the floor for 48 minutes. And LeBron's team can't just because they're older and they don't want to do that. So,
yeah, I think it's also like just an adjustment. Like anytime you bring a bunch of new great pieces together, there's going to be an adjustment period. That's just truth. That's just how it works. There's going to be a time where players they just need time to adjust. We saw it with the 2010 Miami Heat. Like that team took maybe, I think, 2/3 of the season to really get in a groove. Like you don't just, here's the thing. People think you just put great players with each other and the chemistry is going to be there day one, or the chemistry is going to take like 2 weeks to get together. No, especially considering the fact that LeBron James has been out for a while, and he's going to be out for like a little bit longer. So this team the reality is this team's not going to gear up and probably get, any semblance of chemistry probably until like the All-Star break, if at the earliest. Like that's the reality of the situation, and that's what everyone is prepared for. That's what Lakers fans should be prepared for. Russell Westbrook, has he had a lot of turnovers? Yes. Has he had games where he hasn't been playing well? Yes, because he's adjusting to playing with the pieces around him. Great players adjust. And I think it's too early to judge whether or not Russell Westbrook is good for this offense or Russ Westbrook is good for this team, because we still have the majority of the season to play. Like, let's be honest, Andrew. Basketball doesn't get real until the All-Star break. Like, we can be happy about our teams doing it. I'm elated that the Cavs are 9-6. Do I think it's going to last? Absolutely not. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.